better than last night. Excuse me there. So, you may be going, what the hell, where you been? Well, I have a good excuse. Let me just dolly back. The best kind of dolly ever. And I think you can see, yes, I am in a wheelchair. Why? Because I'm a bear of limited intelligence. And I was going to turn my monitors off one night before going to bed early, trying to be responsible. And for just a minute, since I've been making such great advances in walking, my brain kind of forgot that I am indeed handicapped. So I went to turn as I normally would, back before my stroke. Obviously, the Grendelfoot did not turn as it used to, and I fell on my left side, gave myself a huge shiner. I'll put a bunch of pictures up in the corner so you can see exactly what was going on there. But, long story short, I thought I had a bone bruise due to the fact I used to do BJJ. I'm used to bone bruises, that type of thing. So I got on the couch, riced it for 3 days, and when I went to put weight on it, the knee was a little wonky, so riced it some more, tried putting weight on it again, and it was still wonky. And at that point, I have enough friends with problems with ACLs, MCLs. We decided we're going to the hospital. They took x-rays, did not see anything wrong. Physical therapist was called in, Raven, great woman. She immediately identified when I put weight on that due to the tone in the leg from the stroke, dystonia, spasticity. The leg would retract, try to pull up, so therefore I'd fall over. So, second doctor took a look at the x-rays and discovered, yes, I did have a fracture in the femur. I think it's called a subtle in-place fracture. I could barely see it on the x-rays, so no shame in missing that one. However, long femur fracture. Doctor said since it was subtle and in place, probably leave it and it would heal on its own. But being the bear of limited intelligence I am, I knew that I would probably screw that up. So the decision was made. They went in the knee, put a long steel rod up to the leg, and pictures. Ta-da! So basically I was an idiot, and this strip should have come out a while ago. It was ready to go, everything except for this intro and editing the final thing. Everything was there. So I apologize for the long delay between episodes, but it is what it is. Life is therapy. And the great thing is I'm waiting for my at-home physical therapist as I record this. Hopefully the next one should be sooner, but I'm really excited to kick off this series. I am excited to be home. As great as Maine Medical and New England Advanced Rehab were, it's not home, and I heard a lot of Fox News when I was in there. So much Fox News. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a thing. That was an eye-opening experience. Yet I am home. Thank God. I'm working on some thank you cards for people. Letters were sent when I was in the hospital, so you should be getting those. And basically, I'm tired, but it's fall. It's mean. It's freaking gorgeous, and I love you all. Thank you so much for putting up with this rambling, and let's get on with it. Love y'all. Bye. I almost forgot. Another thing that made me very happy on the day I broke my leg. One of you kind, amazing people threw a donation my way on Bandcamp, because all my stuff is free because I want other creators to be able to use it. I hate that term, creators. Why the did I just use that? I want other people to be able to have copyright royalty-free music they can use in their projects. But Bandcamp does have that where people are allowed to pay for a release even though everything's free. So one of you crazy, beautiful people paid for it. My first sale ever on Bandcamp. I was elated. That was more than generous. Thank you so much, Cats. I'll talk to you later. And I really do love you all, especially whoever that kind person was. First sale on Bandcamp. Woo! Talk to you later. Bye. And we're back for another exciting episode. Like I said, this one took a while. You'll notice around the little ring of fire, whatever it is, that Ted is appearing in. I did not show the inking of that simply because it was a pretty long and involved process, and I'm already gonna be reaching near the 20-minute mark on this video, and I don't want to try anybody's patience with that nonsense, so yeah, made an executive decision and decided that we'll just skip to it as usual. Lettering with my beloved Tachikawa nibs. As I said, these are the closest I've seen to given the look of the lettering in Pogo, which is always an inspiration for me. I come nowhere near the level of creativity in Pogo's lettering, but it's something to strive for. And this is one of the things I'm playing around with Ted. I already had it with Sloth Elliott. He never says more than, I believe, 2 things within a panel, or within a strip, just to represent the slowness of time in his speaking. So for Ted being a tortoise and supposedly French and profound on top of that, Ted says 1 word per strip, which, I'll be a little wonky going forward, but it gives me a way to play around with time. Obviously, left-handed cigarettes play an important role in the creative process here. And as I've talked about previously, I'm trying to get a little bit more dynamic, not only in their singular poses, but when they're together, how you position the characters together. I'm sure this is old hat to those of you that are better than I am, but I am a bear of limited intelligence. It takes me a while to figure these things out, in case you haven't noticed yet. Also, while we're on the topic, I am trying out the new Zoom. I believe it's the 4N. My old Zoom, I can't remember which one that is. It's the 6 input one, the one with the detachable microphones, 4 inputs on the side. That, I'm kind of the victim of an LCD burn on that. The display screen is slowly growing smaller and smaller and smaller. And B&H had a really good deal on this model of 4-track Zoom recorder, and it's actually pretty handy for me living in this house, because I've been trying to incorporate a lot of the sounds that you hear different animals make, different atmospheric conditions, yada yada yada. So it's smaller in size, and so far it seems to be perfect for kind of that pick it up, grab, and record. Not as many options as the previous one, however, I can read the entire LCD screen, so yay, progress. The other thing about that, you can't buy a replacement screen for those recorders. There's one store in France that will occasionally get them in if you want to repair it yourself. Yeah, so remember folks, right to repair, one of the most important issues we have going for us today. I just realized that I used almost an identical pose on a thank you card I did for the nurses at Maine Medical. And I did this about a month ago, so yeah, obviously I'm never doing anything new, I'm just recycling ideas. And there's an example of Ted can only get 1 word out per strip, so is he proud? Is he an idiot? Probably both, but speaks French, so yeah, I will stop that train of thought right there. And anybody familiar with this will recognize a lot of the ideas of Alfonso Dunn. Go back to the first video I did when I mentioned some of the people I had to thank, influences, yada yada yada. If you don't know Alfonso Dunn, just look him up. Amazing teacher. Eventually I will get around to doing the video of how much I love his videos and his books. Any screw-ups, of course, are wholly on my part due to, previously stated bare of limited intelligence. You can see in the upper right hand corner there the cell phone kind of flickering away. It's a good example. The GoPro Hero 9, the chipset that they used on that thing is so restricted that the preview mode doesn't work when you're recording video. So if you think you're going to be able to see what you were doing with one of those cameras, no, not really. The Hero 9 has a lot of problems. People don't talk about that often. If you go on Reddit to GoPro hacks, you'll find a more honest discussion of GoPro limitations and some useful workarounds you're not going to find. I think they turf the hell out of that on their official forums. Just try finding a solution for GoPro swelling batteries. Yeah, do a quick search on that. That'll show you how much they've turfed everything. Lemmy kinda looks like he's been chomping on those black millipedes. I just recently read that black millipedes contain cyanide, so that's what the lemurs are getting high off from when they're chomping on the black millipedes. Sounds like something out of a Burroughs novel, to tell you the truth. Was it A Ghost of a Chance that was about lemurs? May have been. I'll have to look that up later. Yeah, I knew this video was gonna go long. We should be near the end here. Once again, thank all of you for putting up with the massive delays, and especially thank you to everybody at Maine Medical and Advanced New England Rehab. You guys are truly incredible. And as always, I love you all. Have a great week. Bye.